in Jesus Christ. I'm very glad and happy to meet you from here today. Today, the Holy Mother of the Church invites all of us to think and to reflect two passages. One is from the Old Testament and one is from the New Testament. And also beautifully presents two great personalities in the first reading as well as in the Gospel. In the first reading, we have Abraham, and in the Gospel, we have Jesus Christ. First, we look at Abraham. Abraham is, first of all, a man of faith, man of obedience, and man of prayer. Let us stick on to this point, that is, Abraham is man of prayer, because that's what he does exactly in the first reading today. He prays and he intercedes for someone, not for himself, for someone. And historically, if we see, we have a Christian tradition and we have also Islamic tradition. Before that, let me give you a question. What are the Abrahamic religions? Abrahamic religions. There are some three religions. What are the Abrahamic religions? Yes? Yeah, Jewish, Judaism. Yes, Christian and Islam. Exactly. So the Islam and the Christians, they go together. And if you see historically, the holy land of the Muslims, that is Mecca, where they have the black they call Kaaba. Inside that is one stone. That is, they say, traditions that it is given by Angel Gabriel to Abraham to pray. So we have a similar traditions like this. So that actually says that Abraham is man of prayer. And in the Gospel we have two questions that Jesus answers. One is the disciple asked, "I want to follow you." Then Jesus says, "Foxes have holes and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay down." And the other one about the following. So we remove the following one, you stick out to this foxes have holes and the birds of the air have nests. We can reflect this one in three perspectives. One is philosophical and psychological and theological. Philosophically, we see in Plato's Republic, Plato presents philosopher king. Philosopher king is a simple concept. A man who is not interested in material possession or not interested in his own benefits, but works for the common good. Jesus is exactly the philosopher king. And psychologically, if we see, the psychologist Abraham Maslow says life is a triangle. That means we should have first food and shelter, then move for the little love, safety, then self-actualization and the top. Jesus rejects all this safety, food and all these things, just focus on this mission. So the human needs, he just undergoes and will focus on a greater mission. And theologically, if we see, the great theologian Raymond Brown presents this passage, the homelessness, that's what we see in the Gospel. Jesus, we should not have any home, that is saying, the foxes have holes, birds of the air have nests, but Son of Man has no place. That means he has no home. That means he says that the world has rejected him. That is the one point. And secondly, also, that goes back to the history. That is when Mary enters, Joseph and Mary, when they went to enroll their name into Bethlehem, and they have no place. And that's what Jesus is born in the manger. So that also another point to reflect. So above all, this gives, the first reading gives us the love of neighbor as Abraham is, and the gospel reading gives us love of God, how Jesus transcends all these earthly possessions and think of some mission that is something great. So this is a 2 point. One is love of neighbor and love of God. Let us reflect this today and leave Jesus.